What's going on, guys? Paoulo Q here. Pow, low, and dude, I'm so pumped to be here, man. We're just gonna wait for a couple of people to get on here, and I'm gonna be teaching you guys something really cool. This is gonna be the example I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today is a couple of examples, but really what I'm gonna be talking about is how to actually use my exact formula to be able to make more money from one person. Okay, make more money from one person, right? And for those who are in business, this makes a lot of sense, right? If someone buys something from you, how can you get them to buy more stuff, right? And why are they more likely to buy more stuff, right? Why are people who buy one thing from you more likely to buy more stuff from you, right? So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So I see George. What's going on, George? I'm glad that you're here on the group. I see Ian. We just talked in a coaching call. That was pretty cool. It's a cool experience. He's part of the Game Changers Alliance, so congratulations. And that's what we're going to be talking about, right? So the overview that we're going to be talking about today has to do with a couple of things, right? It really has to do with having a system in place, and then having multiple products to get your customers to buy, but not just any kind of products that are relevant, right? So like, for example, let's say you're selling something in the fitness niche, right? Let's say you're selling something in the fitness niche and you're selling like a protein or something, right? That's like the first product that they come for. And then the upsell can't be like a Mickey Mouse watch, right? It's got to be something that's relevant. It's got to be something that people are going to go, huh, that's actually something I was looking for, right? Like something like that, something that makes sense to pull out their credit card and buy it again, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about. And I'm also going to be sharing with you guys for the very first time a secret tool that I've gotten access to from the owner who created it, right? So if you guys read any of my posts, if you guys saw any of the posts a couple of days ago, actually yesterday, I was actually messaging back and forth with the owner, and he finally gave me access. He gave me permission to be able to share it, but I have to share it in a private group, in a private setting. So, I mean, this is going to be exciting, right? Because I get to share it with you guys. I'm not sharing it with everyone. I can't do this on my regular profile, but I'm doing it in the Game Changers Facebook group, right? So I'm here to bring value to you. I'm here to give you live examples, okay? And if you're watching the replay or if you're watching this now, I'm excited, all right? I want to say welcome. I do these videos very frequently, and my goal is to really just add value to you, give you more insight, give you some insight on entrepreneurship, give you some insight on Shopify, give you some insight on make money online, give you some insight on some of the stuff that I've learned, some of the results that I've gotten, and it's exciting that you guys are here, right? So really quickly before I get started, okay, what are you excited? What's one thing that you're looking to learn today? Like one thing. If there's one thing that you can figure out, one thing that you can learn, what is that one thing you'd like to learn from today? Put it in the comments. Let me know. I always read through the comments, right? So, man, you are a allower all over online. Yeah, man, I'm just into, I guess so. I hope that's a good thing. I hope you like that, right? I mean, you keep showing up, Gerardo, so I'm guessing you love me, man. But yeah, so just share one thing with me, one thing that you would like to learn from this webinar, okay? From this live webinar. Ask questions, okay? And make sure you open yourself up, because I think it's important to understand that when you, like, one thing that I always tell myself, is I don't know everything. The reason why I tell myself that is because the moment I think I know everything, I stop learning. The moment I think I know everything, I stop listening. The moment I think I know everything, I get comfortable, right? So as entrepreneurs, right, obviously you're on the Game Changers Club because you guys want to learn about entrepreneurship, you guys want to learn about online businesses and all that stuff. That's something that's important, especially if you guys are looking to get involved in the online marketing world, in Shopify, all those cool things, right? That's a constant growing thing. I mean, it's not something that stays constant. It's something that's constantly evolving. Something new comes out. Things are changing. Things are getting better, right? So if you have that kind of mindset where it's like, I already know that, why are you telling me that? Or like, yo, dude, why are you repeating yourself? Or like, hey, I listened to that already. It's something that's going to hold you back. It's something that is not just going to hold you back, but it's going to stop you and prevent you from getting the results that you guys want, right? Yo, thanks for the thumbs up, Prince. George Prince. Dude, I appreciate you, man. I love those thumbs up, right? I love when people give me love. Like, it amps me up. It's like, it's like caffeine, it's like coffee. But anyways, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to go ahead and get started in probably like in 60 seconds or less. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, ask questions, right? And just share anything that you want to share, right? Mindset, your mission, to the money. Absolutely. So Ian's talking about the 3 M's we talked about a couple days, which is you got to make sure your mindset is right. You got to make sure your mission is right. And then we got to make sure that money is right, right? So we always put money last in this group, right? Because I want you guys to understand something, right? If your mind is not right, right, everything's going to drip into everything else. Think about it, right? If your mind is not right, it's probably affecting your mission, or you probably don't have one because you can't think outside of your own problems, right? Or your problems and the way your problems make you feel is dripping into your mission, which is dripping into your heart, right? Which is dripping into your into your purpose. It's very hard to help others when you got your problems and your emotions dripping into everything else. That's the reason why we got to make sure that the mind is right. If the mind is right, your heart is going to be right, your mission is going to be right, your purpose is going to be right, and then your money's going to be right. Okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about. So I appreciate you guys being on here live, and I also appreciate the people who are going to be watching the replay. So what are we going to be talking about? Today, specifically, we're going to be talking about how to make more money per customer. This is the example I'm going to be giving you guys is going to be on Shopify, but this works for anything. It doesn't just have to be Shopify. It doesn't just have to be, it works on everything, right? It's not just Shopify, it's everything, okay? It works for any kind of business, okay? So again, welcome for those who are here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull something up really quickly. I'm gonna pull something up. Sorry. All right, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna pull something up here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's check that out. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to, I'm just gonna move back a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this down a little bit because I'm gonna be sharing this. So again, welcome for those who are here, man. Just give me a shout out. Let me know why you're excited. What's one thing you want to learn? We're gonna be talking about that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, so again, you know, for those who are brand new here, what are we talking about, right? Obviously, the Game Changers Facebook group is for a specific group of people who want to change the game, who want to learn online marketing, make money from home, who want to learn how to leverage the internet to generate an income, right? That's what we're talking about. The example that I'm going to be using today is how to basically make more money per customer online. Okay, so this works for any business though. This is not just for Shopify, but the example I am going to be giving you guys is Shopify. And for those who are on here brand new, don't know what the hell Shopify is, don't know what is Shopify, it's basically a platform that allows you to build a store online to sell physical products. Okay, so there's a lot of people on here who are interested in that. There's a lot of people on here who are actively doing that, and there's a lot of people who don't know that, who don't know what that is. So I'm going to try to hit on all of those 3 things. Okay, so be patient, and it's always good, right? They normally say that repetition is the mother of learning, right? Something like that. I think that's how it goes, right? So even if you've heard this before, you know, repetition is a good thing, right? It's how you continue to keep getting better and better. Every morning when I wake up, I always do my most important activities, which is I run my Facebook ads, I turn on ads, I put up new products, I create fan pages. So I'm constantly sharpening that skill set. I'm getting faster and faster. When I first got started online, it took me forever to do some of the things that I now do in a couple of minutes, right? So again, welcome to those who are here. So we're going to be talking about how to be able to create more money from one customer. Okay, so let's take a look at this example here, right? So right here in this example, we're talking about, we have different little squares here, right? The first square is free offer. The second square says upsell 1, upsell 2, and upsell 3. What are those things? What is a free offer? What is all of this stuff? Okay, so in business, right, just in general, right, when I used to manage a martial arts school with my wife back in 2011 to 2013, right, we used to have these things called we used to run these promotions where people would pay $19.99, okay, for 3 kickboxing classes, and they would get a free boxing glove. A free boxing glove. Okay, that's huge. Okay, so the free offer was the boxing glove, right? And of course, they were getting 3 kickboxing classes completely free, but we were giving away a free boxing glove, right? So technically, there was a free offer. So I kind of want to share with you the concept, and then this applies for everything, and then I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing this in Shopify, okay? For those who wanted to learn that. So, for example, okay? So you have to have a way to draw people in, okay? To draw people in. Like, for example, like when I was dating my wife, she was my girlfriend, it would be very inappropriate, and it would be really dumb of me to try to do everything with her in one night, like try to go all the way, like, you know, it's just not right. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really, it's not something that really I agree with in my beliefs, and it's just not something that you do, right? Like sometimes people try to go all the way with other people. So when I was dating my wife, there were certain steps that we had to take little by little to then finally get to the point where I'm now married, right? Like if I first started dating her and I just said, yo, I love you and I want to get married and I want to have kids and I want to do it right now. Like right now. I want to do it right now. It'd be a little weird, right? So is there a training course you recommend we buy to get started with Shopify? Yeah, I think there's a couple ones. So Gerardo, just message me after this and I'll give you a list. I'll give you a list and then you can go ahead and then I'll share with you like the one I recommend really. So to help you out with that, right? So it doesn't make any sense to try to get everything from one person in one shot, okay? And the same thing in business, right? How you're going to draw people into your business is by offering something free, okay? In this case, free. It doesn't have to be free, but offering something that's irresistible, an irresistible offer that gets people to go, you know what? I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to really check that out. Okay, so the example that I have here, what I'm doing in one of my online stores is I'm giving away something free. I'm giving away something free. So as you guys can tell, I'm giving away that for free. Okay, so what am I giving away for free? I'm giving away whatever they are into. Okay, so like for example, let's say I'm promoting to a group of people a certain kind of necklace, okay? It doesn't have to be a necklace, but this is the example. And I know that they love that necklace. I know that that's the one that they love and they like it. So what I do is I'm going to give it away for free so they can come into my store. Because once they're in my store, I'm going to introduce to them other products that they also would be very likely to buy. Does that make sense? Right? So that's what I'm doing. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm giving away a free offer. The moment they take me up on the free offer, I'm introducing to them another product. Something that makes them go, that looks pretty good too. And then once they see this one, I'm introducing them to a second one. Once they see the second one, I'm introducing them to a third one, right? And of course, not everyone is going to take me up on all of the products I introduced them to. But guess what? Imagine if I just threw all of these products in front of them in one shot. I probably wouldn't make any sales, and I probably wouldn't even have them come in my store. They'd probably actually run the opposite way. So this way is a way to take them step by step. And as you're taking them step by step, you're doing it in a way where it's attractive. You're doing it in a way where they understand it. You're doing it in a way where they're okay with it. And you're doing it in a way where they're okay with buying everything. Okay? So the goal is to get them to buy everything. But we're using a little strategy here. The strategy is creating a funnel. Okay, so I want you guys to write that down. Okay, so if you guys are watching this, right, what is a funnel? A funnel is basically a system that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and the outcome is a sale. That's the outcome in most cases, right? The outcome is really to get them to accept and to make a decision to whatever you're doing. Okay, so this is like some sort, it's like a funnel, okay, that we're going to be creating. And of course, I'm also going to be introducing you today to a secret tool that I'm using that is allowing me to leverage it, right? I'm leveraging a tool that is making things so much easier. And for those who want to start their Shopify store, I highly encourage you guys to definitely get access to this tool for two reasons. Number one, you can leverage it. It's going to save you so much time. It's going to make things so much easier to understand. And it's also going to make things really good. It's going to make life really good. It's just going to make life really, really good. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Okay. So, and also because there's going to be a price increase. Okay. Right now you can get access to the tool and you can use it. You can actually be a beta tester, right? And you can actually get it. You can get a lifetime access of the tool, right? So, so basically, that's what we're talking about here, okay? So hopefully you guys, if that makes sense, just give me a yes. If that makes sense, give me a yes. Okay, so cool. So what we're going to be doing really quickly is I'm going to go ahead and open something up here. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly just do something really quickly, and I'm going to show you a live example of how this actually works. Okay, and then we're going to be talking a little bit more about how you could implement it into your business. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. So let's just quickly wait for this to load, and we're going to go ahead and get started in just a second here. So apps. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to, got it. All right, cool. Hold on one second. All right, give me 1 second. I think this is unfortunate. I think my mouse just died, which then makes things a lot harder. Sounds like life, doesn't it? Things just come, all of a sudden, sometimes come in the way. All right, cool. So I'm kind of losing my voice too. I'm like, I normally speak a little louder. All right, cool. So give me 1 second. Because I'm like, damn it. I'm ready to do this. Cool. So my mouse might have died. So I want you guys to stick here with me for a second. Damn it. All right, cool. So we're going to have to, okay, cool. So just give me 1 second here. And we're just going to do testing funnel. All right, give me 1 second, and then I'm going to show you my screen. All right, cool. We're good to go. Actually, let me just move a little bit. I got to switch my settings because I don't think my trackpad's working. So give me 1 second as I do that real fast. All right, cool. So I'm getting over there. All right, I'm almost there. Damn, I can't believe it died already. I just put those batteries in like 3-4 days ago. All right, here we go. Finally, some speed. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get started now. So let me just. All right, cool. Okay, so Ian has a question. Ian said, it's always the upsells that make you the most money? Absolutely. So he does, yeah, I agree with you. Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing, okay? This is kind of like my canvas, okay? So I'm going to draw something out for you, okay? And this is going to be a live example as well. So remember how we talked about it in here, right? We went over these three things, right? We went over that, right? So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to bring this to life, and by giving you a live example of how that works. So what we're going to be doing here is, okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is, really, okay, cool. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is something that's very cool, very interesting, okay? So obviously the first thing is we're going to be making sure we have some kind of free offer. So for the sake of this example, let's say we are selling this hat and we're giving it away for free. And I know some of you guys have a lot of questions like, you know, where do you get the products? How much, you know, are you making any money from it? Let's just for now, let's just kind of stick to the concept. Okay, so my mouse is kind of everywhere. So for now, let's just stick to the concept. Okay, so let's say we're selling this hat right here. Okay, and we're giving it away for free. Okay, so let's say all of a sudden people start coming into the store and they're like, man, they start buying this hat, and this hat's really good. You're like, wow, man, people are buying it. And people are really now hundreds of people are pouring in. There's hundreds of people pouring in, hundreds of people buying stuff and buying these hats, right? So then the second thing that I do is, oh my God, people really like this hat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an upsell. Now, this is a pretty cool way to create an upsell. It's like I've never seen this before. So let's say all of a sudden, man, I wish this mouse was working a little bit better. This thing's going kind of everywhere. Hold on one second. Damn, my mouse doesn't work. It's unfortunate because this trackpad is like driving me nuts. I don't even know where the thing went. But anyways, we're gonna do our best to work with this, okay? And please forgive me. So like I know it's kind of acting up. My trackpad is acting weird. So again, back to what I was saying. So people are coming in, they're loving this product, okay? They're like buying it like crazy. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another product in here, okay? I'm gonna add another product in there, okay? So I add this product in here, and now what happens is now when people come into my store and they decide to buy this product, I can create an upsell simply by just connecting this with that, right? And now, basically what this is saying is when someone buys a free product, they're going to be taken to see another product, okay? Now, this is really cool because you could do so many things here, okay? But we're going to keep it simple. And then possibly I might get a little advanced, okay? Possibly. But, all right, there it is. It's going crazy, so just don't pay too much mind to it. So now let's say someone comes into my store, they buy the hat, they buy this first upsell, and then all of a sudden, right, they want to buy the third upsell, the second upsell, right? I can actually create another upsell like that. So this is really cool because what this is doing, right? What this is doing is it's doing a couple of things. Right, I'm literally creating a funnel like in 2.5 seconds. It's not taking me a really long time at all. But at the same time, it's very visual, right? Like this is very visual. So when things are more visual, things are easier to understand, right? But also, this gives you a clear picture on what your customer is going to do. So far, what we're talking about is if someone comes in here and they decide that they want to take me up on the free product and they buy it, boom. If they buy it, now I'm going to introduce them to another product. But here's the deal, right? Here's something that's important for you guys to understand, for those who are here live. Okay? The most important thing to understand is it has to be a relevant product, okay? So let's just for the sake of this example, let's say that this hat is like a dog leash, okay? And people are coming in, they buy the dog leash. And then the following product, it has to be a relevant product. What does a relevant product means? It has to be something that's going to be a complement to the first product. So if you guys are writing notes, you guys should probably write that down. It has to be a complement to the first product. Because if it's not a complement to the first product, then guess what? It's going to be very hard for them to say no. It has to be a complement, something that's going to make them go, oh my God, I also need this too. Okay? That's one thing you guys need to know. So if you guys get me, if you guys understand that, if you guys are getting value, just give me a yes. Like, dude, that's good. Okay? So it has to be a compliment. It can't just be any upsell, and you can't just expect people to buy it. Because if it's like, let's say you're selling a dog leash, and then the first upsell that they see after they buy it is like something about cats. That doesn't make any sense. Or like a DVD about like Avengers. It doesn't make any sense, right? Because people are going in there to buy dog stuff. It has to be dog stuff, but it has to be something that complements the first product. Okay, something that complements it. All right, so hopefully you guys understand that, right? Now, let's say, oh shoot, hold on, missed it. Damn All right, cool. So I'm sorry, it was my trackpad, dude. It's so annoying. All right, so let me just regroup here real quickly. Let me just build this out really fast. So again, for those who are coming in, right? So people are coming in for my free product, okay? People are coming in for my free product, which is that, and then I'm introducing them to another product. Okay, I'm introducing them to another product. So that's that. Boom. Okay. 1 second. Again, I'm sorry. I really apologize. My trackpad's acting up. Okay, and then if they take me up on that, I'm gonna introduce my last product here. Okay, I'm gonna introduce my last product here. So I'm gonna introduce it. All it is, right? This little cool tool. How many of you guys think this is a pretty cool tool? I think it's a pretty cool tool. Okay, I think it's a pretty cool tool. So if you guys think it's a cool tool, just be like, cool tool, because it's really easy. It's so visual. It's easy to see where your customers are going. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this down, and now this is going to be the checkout. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me just screw them out a little bit, okay? So I'm just going to bring this out right here, okay? And now this is going to be the checkout. I'm just going to put the checkout here, okay? Now, if people say no, I'm going to take them out to the checkout, okay? If people say no, I'm taking them out to the checkout page because I want them to buy what they came here for, okay? But something that you can do, something that's really cool. So what is this basically, what is this saying? This is basically saying, okay, let's say if person A buys this, the first product, the free product, then they're going to see this product, which is product B. If person A if person A buys product 1 and buys the first upsell, then they're going to see the second upsell. Okay, that's what basically this right here is a language. That's the language that it's speaking right now. Okay? If now let's say you could do something else too. Let's say they come in for the free product. Okay, let's say they come in for the free product and they don't want it. So what you can do is you can create something called a downsell. How many of you guys are familiar with a downsell? So what a downsell is, it basically means that when someone says no, you downsell them to either something that's lower in price or something that's the same price, just a little bit different, okay? So that's something that you can do. So again, for those who are coming in here, so far what we have here is we've created like a little mini funnel here. We've created a little mini funnel, okay? So when person A comes here for the free product, they buy it, they're gonna see product, the first upsell. If they buy the first upsell, then they're gonna see the second upsell, right? And if they buy all of them, they're being taken to a checkout page, right? Let's say that, and then the second example that I give you guys, for those who are coming on here just now or watching the replay and maybe need a little bit more understanding, is if they come in here for the free product, but they go, I don't really like it, and they say no, we're taking them to a different product. Do you guys see how that works, right? So here's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to show you in person how this works. So how many of you guys would actually like to see like how this actually looks in real life? Just give me a yes if you guys want to see. Just be like, I want to see it, and then I'll show you guys, okay? And I'll show you exactly how it works. Like I'll give you so far we've seen it from the first angle that we saw it was this, okay? That was the first angle that we saw it, right? The first angle that we saw it is like that, and this is basically saying people are coming in for the free offer, then people, if they buy the free offer, they're being taken to the next upsell. If they buy that upsell, they're being taken to that upsell and then to that upsell, right? So by doing it, by creating a funnel like this, right, in your business, you're able to make more money from one person than probably 100 people, okay? So that's how I've been leveraging this tool to pull in bigger orders, right? So something that would take me like 10, 15 customers to make, I can now make in one customer. How pretty awesome is that? That's pretty awesome, isn't it? How many of you guys would actually like to make more money from one customer than from 100, right? That's like someone saying, hey, do you want to make $1 million from one person? Or do you want to talk to 1 million people to make $1 million? Or do you want to make $1 from 1 million people, right? Which one's the better route? I mean, the problem is that sometimes we think we don't have options. or sometimes we're unaware of the things that are out there that can really help our business, right? So I mean, to me, it's a simple answer. I mean, if I can make a lot of money, if I can make what I'm making with 20 people from one customer, it's going to save me time, money, and energy. So why not just do it with that one person, right? It just makes more sense. So this is the first example, okay? This is the first example that we just showed, okay? So, and then of course, the second example we showed was here, okay? We just showed that example, okay? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Again, I'm using these really weird products, okay? So just pretend, okay? So like, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, hey, that's the same product. Like, how does that make it? Just use your imagination. Sometimes it's good to use your imagination, right? So here's what we're gonna do. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna save this really quickly. Okay, we're gonna save it. We're gonna just preview it. Okay, so here's how it's gonna look. Okay, it's gonna look like that. Okay, so let's say, like, for example, like, all right, so when people click on your, like, let's say, obviously, if we're advertising through Facebook, right, and people click on your ad, okay, they're gonna see something like this. So when they click on it, the first thing they're gonna see is the product, okay? They're gonna see the product. And here's what's really cool, okay? They're coming in for the free product, like we talked about, okay? This is the free product right there. That's the free product, okay? And then, damn it, come on, don't fail me now. All right, cool. Okay, and then so this is a free product that people are coming in. All the way on the bottom, they have an option. Okay, I want you guys to look at this real quick. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it literally says, yes, add this to my order, or no, I'll pass up on this, right? So now, I like this form of marketing. The reason why I like this tool a lot is because it's direct marketing. It's literally getting people to say yes, no, maybe. Like, it's not, there's no maybes, right? Everything is either yes or everything is either no. And based on their answers, it takes them down a different path. Okay, so it's really, really cool. How many of you guys think that's actually really cool? Right? If you guys think that's cool, just be like, yo, that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, so, all right, so let's say I say, you know what? I want this product. So I'm going to click on yes. Okay, and when I click on yes, it's going to take me to a... Okay, this is not connected. That's why. Okay, so we just got to make some... We got to fix something up here, okay? So this is not connected. Where's the real one? Hold on one second. So it wasn't connected, so we weren't able to do it. I wasn't able to show you exactly what I meant by that. Okay, hold up. Oh, there it is. So give me 1 second as I connect this. Okay. All right. So I'm just making these quick fixes so you guys can have a better understanding. Okay. So let's save that now and let's preview it. All right. Cool. That is pretty freaking cool. I think it's cool. I'm like, this right here is helping newbies make their first big sale in a couple of weeks. This tool right here is helping newbies not just make their first big sale, but make sales, period, because it's more of a direct approach, right? So again, so the example I was giving you, let's say someone says yes, right? So if they say yes, they click on this and it takes them to this. So if they say yes to the free product, okay, if they say yes to the free product, which we talked about here, right, now they're going to see the first upsell. They're going to see the first upsell. And again, we said what? It has to be a relevant product. What does relevancy mean? It has to be a complement to the first product, okay? So they see the second product, okay? And let's say they say yes. Let's say they say yes, okay? If they say yes, now they see the next product. They see the next product, and it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. This is also what I wanted to buy, right? And again, it's really important for you guys. like one thing that's important, especially when you're doing this, is you have to really target passionate fans. People who are passionate about what you're selling to them. Because if they're not passionate, well, then they're not going to buy stuff, right? I mean, think about all the stuff that you've bought, okay, in your life. Some of the things that you have around the house. You've bought it because, I mean, in some cases you need it, like it's like a necessity, but in other cases, there's a couple of things around your house laying around that the only reason why you bought them was because you're really passionate about it, right? Can we agree on that? If we can, that's what I'm saying. So now they see, but so it's important for you to get to target the right people, right? Or else this is not going to work. This is just going to be cool. Okay, so now let's say they like this product, like, man, this is freaking cool. I want this, right? So they click yes. And when they click yes, right, they're going to be taken to the next product, right? And again, I know I keep showing the same one, but just imagine, okay? And then they say yes to that. Guess what? It takes them straight to their order, right? It takes them straight to their order. So you see how literally, just by literally, right? So what this is pretty cool. So I want you guys to look at this, right? Look at that price right there, right? So people are coming in for this, right? Which is a free product, which is oh shoot. I'm like, oh shoot. Hold on one second, guys. My thing just fell off. Okay, so hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Just adjusting. All right, cool. So people are coming in for the free product, right? If you guys remember the picture, people are coming in here for the free offer, which in most cases, I mean, you can make profit from it. You can make actually really good profit from it. Really good profit, right? But you can make way more profit, and you can cut your expenses down and your expenses down if you're able to make more money from one customer, right? Because can we agree to that? Can we agree to that? So, right? So people are coming in for the free offer, but if you create a funnel, if you create a sequence, a funnel, free offer, upsell 1, upsell 2, upsell 3, if you create a funnel like that, right? What you now did is you just basically added more money per customer. You were able to make more money from one customer, which is which is brilliant. It's brilliant, right? That's really the goal, is to make more money from one customer, right? Because then you make more profit, the ROI is higher, right? And I kind of showed you guys how to build that out here, right? So, and check this out. So they literally came in, right? They came in for one product, right? But if everything is right, they're walking away with 3 products, maybe 4, I think. They're walking away with 3 products, okay? And the order number is a lot higher, right? It's a lot bigger. Why is it a lot bigger? Because what I just showed you, because of the upsells, right? So what I'm gonna do really quickly is I think it's awesome. You could do this with so many different things, so many different combinations. We can create downsells. We can offer different products, right? So you're able to take a customer and customize the path that they're looking for. You're able to add more per order per customer, which is pretty freaking sweet. Okay, it's pretty sweet. Okay, so I mean, hopefully you guys understand that concept, right? So especially, right, when I was actually sharing with let me just go back here. Okay, cool. So let me just 1 second. Okay, so like if you got value, just let me know if you got value, right? Just, I mean, hopefully you guys understand the power in that, right? So I literally just walked you through on how to create a funnel. Okay, I showed you guys the concept of a funnel. I showed you guys why upsells are important. I literally created a funnel in front of you. I literally created it, right? I said, yo, this is how you do it. Boom, 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 right? And then I actually showed you how it looks, okay? So the most important thing for you to understand is if you understand the concept, the technicality thing, it'll work itself out. Now, you can create this without this tool. You don't have to use this tool. You don't need this tool. You don't have to buy this tool. You could do this with other things, okay? But here's the deal. If I'm completely honest with you, it is probably the best tool out in the marketplace that helps you create upsells in your store. Not only that, the second thing is that you can literally start testing products right now, even if your store is not perfect, without them ever seeing your store. How powerful is that, right? Because sometimes we do know that if our store looks like a mess, it's gonna affect our conversions, right? It doesn't look like a real store. People get skeptical. People are like, I don't want to buy from here. But how cool is that when people go through that funnel? That was crazy. My eyes, they freaked out a little bit. I was like, I felt like, I don't know, it was weird, right? But when people go through that funnel, they never even see your store. They never see your store, which means that it doesn't really matter to make your store look perfect. What matters right now is to start making sales and then go back and fix your store later, right? But that's perfect. I love it because I love that model, because I love just being taking imperfect action. How many of you guys like taking imperfect action? How many of you guys think taking imperfect action is probably will help you get to success a lot faster in anything, right? Just let me know if you guys think that, okay? So I love it. So I love it. So you don't need it. There's other ways you could do it, but it's a tool that allows you to leverage so much, right? It's a tool that you can literally, it's easy to use. It's fast. It paints a perfect picture, and you can increase your order number without hurting your conversion. It's literally yes or no, right? So 1000%. So here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's important for me to share this with you, okay? So this tool, I was actually going back and forth with the creator, okay? And maybe I could pull up the conversation here just so you guys can see that I'm not making this up, because sometimes people think I'm making this stuff up, but I'm not. So, okay, so let me just see if I find the conversation, okay? But anyways, if I don't find it, I'm just gonna just move on, okay? So this tool, actually, you can't find it anywhere. You can't find it anywhere. If you guys try to look it up in the Shopify store, you won't find it there. If you try to look it up on JVZoo, you won't find it there. It's not in the marketplace. It's private. And I was actually going back and forth with the owner. And oh shoot, camera almost fell. I was actually going back and forth with the owner, and here's what he told me. Let me see if I can pull it up. He basically told me that I needed to keep it private. Okay, I couldn't share it with everyone. And, you know, after talking to him, he basically said that I can share it. I can share it with people in a private setting, and with people who as you can tell, I'm not sharing this with my entire profile. I'm not going live on my entire profile. This is a specific group for specific people. The people here are watching. It's a very intimate setting, right? There's not a lot of people, right? And he told me that I can only share with people in a private group. So let me just pull up this conversation, because I really think it's important for you to see. So okay, cool. So let me just show you really quickly. He says, here's the message he said, right? Because I was telling him I was going to promote it. He was like, how are you going to promote it? I was like, oh, I can promote it to everyone, and I can also promote it, like, you know, however. And he says, keep most promos private right now. So in closed groups or on webinars is better. And then in a few weeks, we'll have a public launch, which will be a reoccurring instead. So he's basically telling me, right, there it is, right, for those who for the skeptics, just playing. No, but basically he's like, let me just be real with you, right? He's basically telling me that I can't share it with everyone, that I need to keep it in a private setting. So here's what we'll do, okay? What we'll do is, if you're really interested in this tool, and you really, really, really found value in this training, okay, I have a couple of options, okay? A couple of options. So, like, I'm not sure if you guys caught that last snippet where he said that this is reoccurring, okay? Which means that when they launch it to the public, it's going to be a monthly fee, okay? Now, something that he also gave me permission to is not just only give you an invite, not just only like, because you can only get it by private invite, and this is my private invite to you, right, for you to, if you want to use it. So what he told me was this. He said we're going to be launching publicly very soon, which means that the lifetime access for what you can get it right now, is not going to be available for a long time. Which means, here's what I mean. You can actually get lifetime access to this, which means that you pay once and you'll never, ever have to pay again. You'll never have to pay again. How awesome is that? That you pay once and you get to keep this forever. Not only do you pay once and keep this forever, but you can add this on multiple stores. That means that if you create 4, 5, 7, 10 stores, you can add this app, okay, that allows you to create funnels, okay, to all of those stores. It's amazing. And let me tell you something. If you guys are looking to generate, like, create like $800 deals, close like $800 sale from one customer that came in a couple of days ago, right? That's pretty cool. I mean, how many of you guys would actually like to make like an $800 sale from one customer? Like, if you would like to do that, just give me a yes. Like, I want to learn how. I would like to make an $800 sale from one customer, not 800 people, right? If you're interested in generating more money from one customer, and here's what I'm going to tell you. It is going to be an investment. It is going to cost something. It's not going to be free because it's an amazing freaking tool, right? It's an amazing tool, and you guys saw it. So here's what I could tell you. I can promise you that if you follow some of the steps that I've shared with you, okay? Idea, manage other people's store, funnel, idea, possible. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if I understand that question, but you can use it for multiple stores. You can use it for multiple stores, right? So I can promise you that there's gonna be someone in this group watching this, okay, maybe watching the replay, that's gonna get access to this tool. Not only are they gonna make their money back for the investment, but they're actually going to explode their business with this tool. Trust me, this tool is a huge component in what I do. And guess what? You can get access to this tool while everyone is still, either they are unaware, either they're still struggling, or they have to wait for it to come out. You can get access to the tool right now. You can literally download it into your store right now. You can start running ads to it right now, and you can probably even make your sale right now, right this moment, okay? Let me show you something really quickly, okay? I was coaching someone, right, who had never done Shopify. I gave him access to this tool. He put it into his store, and with my coaching and teaching them to do this and do that and run the ads a specific way, he was able to make his first sale. And I want you guys to see, check this out real quickly, okay? So, like, let me just scroll really fast and show you this because I think it's really cool. So really quickly, how many of you guys are actually interested in the tool? How many of you guys would like to get access to the tool? How many of you guys would like to get that private invite? Just say private invite if you guys are actually interested in it. Because I mean, if you're not interested in it, then I mean, it doesn't really make sense for you to even be on here, because I mean, obviously we are talking about value, right? But I'm showing you how to do it with the tool. If you don't want to buy the tool, then I think the best way to do it is through email marketing to upsell people is probably one of the ways. How many of you guys, so Gerardo said he wants a tool. Is there anyone else out there who wants a tool? Just making sure. All right, check this out. Okay, so this guy actually, I can't share the product he's selling, but he actually made his first sale. He made his first sale in 24 hours. Okay, so let's just play this real quickly.
With Paolo's support and encouragement. So thank you so much, and many more to come. Hey, this is Corey Terramana. I just had my first sale come in with Paolo's support and encouragement. So thank you so much, and many more to come.